Hello there, welcome back to Coding Stuff, and in this video we'll see how we can pass custom objects from one fragment to another fragment using Jetpack navigation component, and also we'll see how we can pass a list of custom objects or list of custom models, how we can pass them from one fragment to another fragment with Jetpack navigation component. So let's get started. So I have created one empty project, and first of all we'll add some dependencies of navigation component. So search for navigation component dependency, click on this first link and copy this nav version and implementation, and we'll paste it in the app level module file over here, and we'll copy safe arguments from here, the dependency for safe args, and we'll copy them in the project level dependencies over here, and again we'll add one plugin, copy this and the app level over here, and then I'll click on the sync now. So our project is synced. Let me just close this. Okay, so I have created some fragments. There are only two fragments, add a fragment and show data fragments. Let me show you the layout. So inside the add fragment we have just one button. When we click on this button, it will send some data to show fragment, and it will also navigate us to the show fragment. And inside the show fragment we just have one image view and one text view where we'll set the data later, and in each item we will come back here later. So first of all now what we'll do, we'll click on this resource, click on the Android resource directory, and we'll create one navigation folder, and inside that we'll create one navigation resource file, name it as a nav graph, and then I'll click on this plus button. I will add some destinations here. So first one, add and then show. So we'll connect this one to this one. So we are setting the path from here to here. Okay, and then in the activity main, what you need to do, you need to add this fragment. I have given its ID as fragment container, and make sure this name exactly matches with your name. So then a default nav first will pass it through, and we'll add the nav graph here as well. So yeah, that's pretty much stuff. Now what we need to do, we need to create one model class. So click on the package new, and let's name it as a city model. Inside this we'll have one string of title and one int of the images. So let me name it as image, and right click on generate. We'll create one constructor, select both, click on OK, and we'll also create getters for both. We don't need setters here because we'll be setting the data using this constructor. So yeah, that's it. Then in the add data, let's just move to the Java code. So we'll first move to the add data fragment. So just delete all the unnecessary code that we get here when we create a blank fragment. So I have deleted all that, and I have given reference to button, which is our send data button from here. I have find its ID as well. So first of all we'll create nav controller. So nav controller, and then we will initialize it. So navigation dot find nav controller, and we'll pass the view. Okay, so now we'll add on click listener to send data button. So set on click listener, new on click listener. So now we want to pass our data from this add data fragment to show data fragment. So for that we'll create one city model. We'll just create one city model here, and we need to pass the title. So let me pass one city name, which is Delhi, and then I added some images in the resource, so I'll just refer to them. So let's move to the nav fragment for now, and we need to add arguments. Just click on the show data fragment. We'll add some arguments. So as you can see here, we just get primitive data types are integer, float, or the wrapper classes, float, long, boolean, string. But what we have is custom parsable data or custom objects. So just click on that, and as you can see, we can't see the city model. So try to search for that city model. We don't have it. So in order to get it, what we need to do, we need to make our model class parsable. For that, just write implements parsable, alt enter to implement methods, and again need to press alt enter, add parsable implementation, and then again move to the nav graph. And if I try to add arguments now, the custom parsable, I can see city model over here. So just click on that and let's name it as a city model, and it will not have any default value. So click on OK and add. So yeah, that's it. Now what we need to do, add fragment directions dot action, and we'll just name it as action. Add data fragment directions dot, this time smaller one, and we need to pass city model here. So just write city model, and this will be happy. Then our nav controller dot navigate, we need to pass this action. So we successfully passed data from add data fragment. Now we need to receive it as well. So inside the show data fragment, again inside the show data fragment, we just have an image view and the text view, and as you can see, I have find it IDs and all. So what we need to do first, show data fragment args dot from bundle get arguments dot get city model, and we can store it inside another city model. Then we'll set this data. So text view dot set text, city model dot get title, and again the image view. So set image resource, city model dot get image, and now we'll try to run the app and we'll see how it does it look. So I have clicked on the run button and it will be installed in a second. So it is installed, and if I click on the send data method, let me just click on that. So as you can see, we got that image and the link. So we successfully passed custom object from one fragment to another fragment. So now we'll see how we can pass custom list of custom objects from one fragment to another fragment. Okay, so let me just minimize this, stop this. Okay, so for that, in our show data, what we'll do, we'll delete this image view, we'll delete this text view, we'll add on recycler view, we'll drag the recycler view, constraint it vertical in parent and horizontal in parent. We'll name it as city recycler view. Let's just change width and height to match constraints. And to our recycler view, we'll add one background color, which is a light white. Okay. So yeah, then I'll just close this and close this for a moment. We'll delete this. We have the recycler view now. So private recycler view, city recycler view. Okay. City recycler view will find its ID. So view dot find its ID dot ID dot city recycler view. City recycler view dot set has fixed size. City recycler view will set the layout manager as well. New linear layout manager, and we'll pass this here. Sorry, all these fragments. So get context, and yeah. So I have also created one each item layout to hold each card. So in here it's a simple layout, just one image view and the text and image in one card. And I have also added scale type of fit XY here, so it can scale to its width and height that we set. So yeah, we need to create one adapter as well for our recycler view. So let's name it as city adapter. This will extend to recyclable.adapter, and we'll create inner class which will be city view folder. This will extend to recyclable.view folder. We'll press Alt Enter to create constructor. We'll pass that city view folder here. Press Alt Enter to implement methods. We'll create one list of city model list. We'll create one setter for it. So public void set city model list. So this dot city model list equals to city model list. We'll inflate the layout in on create view folder. So view layout inflator from parent dot get context dot inflate r dot layout each item parent and false. Return new city view folder and we'll pass the view. Inside the get item count, we'll first check if our list is null or not. So if city model list is null, we'll return 0. Else we'll return the size. So size semicolon. So we have one image view. We can name it as image view. We have one text view. Name it as a text view. Image view equals to item view dot find id and dot id dot it is each item image view. Then we have the text view. So item view dot find id and dot id dot each item text view and then semicolon. So in the on bind view folder, we'll set the data. First we'll collect the city model from the list. Get position folder dot text dot set text city model dot get title and folder dot image view set image resource city model dot get image. And yeah, that's it for the adapter class. There is some error, to just check it. It's in return statement. Okay, sorry, return. Now we'll close this city adapter and we'll create object of a city adapter. We'll name it as adapter. So we'll initialize it over here. So new city adapter semicolon city recycler view dot set adapter. We'll pass this adapter there, and yeah, that's it. So now what we want to do, we want to pass the array or a list from this add data fragment to show data fragment. So for that, we'll move to the nav graph and we'll click on the array and we'll change its name as child model array. Click on update. Sadly, we can't send the list directly from here, but there is one trick. We can convert our array into the list. So add data fragment, and as you can see here, there is an error as we made changes there. So what we'll do, we'll create one array. So city model array, city model, name it as array. First new city model array. So the problem with the arrays are we need to specify the size. That doesn't happen with the list. So that's why we preferably use list most of the time. So what we can do here, first we'll add the data and then we'll set the size. So city model array index 0 equals to, let's just copy this thing from here, paste it over here and semicolon, delete this and we'll duplicate this a few times. So I have image of Istanbul, Ladakh, Miami, and last one Mumbai. It should be Mumbai, and we need to change the index as well. 2 and this will be 3 and this will be 4. So we have 5 city models. So we'll specify the size here, and then we'll pass the city model array from here, and we'll receive it in the show data fragment. So get city model array, and as you can see there is an issue. Then adapter dot set city model list. What we can do, we can use arrays dot as list, and we can pass the city model, and we can notify our adapter that data set has been changed. So now we'll try to run the app and we'll see how does it look. So I'll click on the send data button, and as you can see we got Delhi, Istanbul, Ladakh, Miami and the Mumbai lastly. So yeah, this is how we pass our custom data from one fragment to another fragment using navigation component, and this can be needed in various situations like when you are fetching data from Firebase or any other server. So you can get a list and there is an issue how you can send it from one fragment to another fragment. So that's the video for you. That's it. Do subscribe and thank you for watching.